Hello and welcome. This is Tanya, and this is this week's psychic predictions. Interestingly enough, I was just getting so many hits, and I wrote them down. And just stick with me because towards the end, I'm going to be giving you a blockbuster. So before I get started, all readings and messages shared here are for entertainment purposes only and reflect intuitive impressions, not facts. So I want to start with Bravo. I was watching Bravo, just a recap of one of the housewives, and I noticed something. Bravo is literally normalizing white collar crimes. Truly, every person on Bravo has some litigation against them. They're facing some charges. It's insane. And I was listening to Lisa, a Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, talking about her upcoming book. A lot of people have put the information from a book out in the social media saying that you don't need to buy this book. But the thing that I found very interesting about this is Real Housewives is all about imaging. They portray a certain lifestyle, affluence. They have money. They show how they spend it. They shop. They go on these fabulous trips, and they live in these fabulous homes. And it's funny because watching this, it's great escapism. I mean, I don't know about you, but during COVID, I really enjoyed it. And I also planned my trips, post COVID based on what I saw on TV. I ended up going to Sicily based on a movie that I saw on Netflix. Anyway, but my point is a lot of these people are getting in trouble because they're trying to maintain a lifestyle that they don't have. Case in point, Wendy from Real Housewives of Potomac. I mentioned this before, and every time I see her, it's stunning because she was literally recapping the events and saying how she was robbed. But she was never robbed. It was staged. There's no evidence that that happened. And the thing I love about the justice system, these prosecutors, they don't, sorry about the lighting, fixing it, they don't go to court unless they're confident that they're going to win the case. They make sure everything's buttoned down, all their I's are dotted, their T's are crossed. They don't go in, I hate to half-ass, for lack of a better phrasing. They don't go in half-ass. They go in with the facts. And a lot of people on reality TV, specifically Beverly Hills, is talking about watch what you say because, divorce court, they're going to use this. They do use it. Lawyers have a fun time watching these shows, picking up information. Matter of fact, one of the prosecutors in the Potomac case talked about how, in investigating the fraud, he pulled up the episodes. I think he may have asked for a few from Bravo, but he also pulled up some episodes and found the items that she had claimed were stolen were being worn on the show. All these high-ticket items, her engagement ring, her wedding ring, like all this jewelry that she said was stolen, handbags. They found the proof in the show. So my point is, there's going to be more and more of this happening because a lot of these people are super confident that they can skirt around the law, and they feel that they're not going to get caught. They can get away with things. I mean, I even heard about, and I feel that this is incredibly true. One of the ladies on Beverly Hills show has been banned from certain stores because of her return process. I mean, in the past, I don't know how many years, stores, once you return things, they keep you on a list. Because doing it randomly once in a while is no big deal. But after they start to notice a pattern, then they're not willing to allow you to shop there anymore. or they don't accept your purchases, knowing that it's going to be returned. You will be banned from certain stores for that kind of activity. And I know certain people make it a habit of, hiding the tags, or, preparing to wear something with the intention of returning it, which I feel like is a little skeezy. I remembered working in a shishi poo poo boutique in Soho, and they encourage the staff to wear the items. But the thing is, after they wear the items, it goes back on the rack. There's no cleaning, dry cleaning or anything like that. So you, as a customer, are going in and trying something on. You don't know how many people have tried that on. Now, yes, this is the normal course when it comes to shopping, but to have somebody in an outfit all day long, perspiration, all that stuff, and then putting that outfit back on the rack, it's a little gross, but it happens. So back to these housewives, you're going to see a lot of them coming out with similar situations. They're trying to create this lifestyle that they're showing on TV, but their bank accounts are not backing them up. So they're literally going to find so many ways in which to do these things. And it's sad because these are very educated, smart people, and they fell down this hole. So that was Bravo. And there's going to be a lot more of that to come, of people coming out with financial fraud. In terms of politics, it's not good, looking good health-wise for a lot of people, President included. He's having major health issues. Lindsey Graham, same thing. I'm seeing him having a serious health issue coming up. And interestingly enough, Mitch McConnell, I see news coming out about him. A little mini scandal of sorts. But interestingly enough, when I tapped into Mitch McConnell, he's going to outlive Trump. He's going to outlive a lot of those people. Interesting. Blackmail information is coming out. The things that they're trying to keep hidden, these are all coming out. And I see a lot of self-harm happening with the people involved. It's sad and it's scary, but it's par for the course. The things that you did and you hope to keep quiet are slowly coming out. A lot of it will be out before spring. Like literally each week, I'm seeing more and more stuff literally coming out. And I see a Republican senator passing away, and there's some scandal coming out of it. Yeah, there's a lot of Republicans that are losing their positions, losing their jobs, and kind of losing their anonymity. Yeah, again, all the stuff that they've been hiding is seriously coming out. On a different note, I see a surprising celebrity pregnancy. This is a young celebrity. Legal age, but a young celebrity. And just speaking of celebrities for a minute, the Oscar race is going to be very surprising. We know who's nominated, but the wins are going to be very surprising. I don't see the people that they thought, and I mean this in terms of the betting people who thought were like shoe-ins for certain positions. I'm not seeing that. It's a whole new ball game. I see a lot of surprises, a lot of nice prizes. So then I was seeing also some crazy storms coming in the Midwest, literally typhoons, and just going through the Midwest. And I don't see loss of life. I just see a lot of damage, which I'm grateful for. No one wants to see anyone get hurt. This was the thing that I was talking about in the beginning. This is really interesting. I see Trump being impeached, period. End of story. I see them starting to write these articles of impeachment, and with each Democratic senator that winning a spot, it's guaranteeing a win. That being said, I see J.D. Vance looking for a lifeline. He thinks that there's a way that he can get out of this, and he's looking for, like, who's his savior. He's very confident and very comfortable. And it's interesting because of the people that he has in his backing who's put him into this position. Because remember, a lot of people with money put him in this position. I wouldn't say they made Trump, but they basically made Trump make him the VP. He didn't know who he was, and he didn't care. He didn't want his old VP. And this guy, whatever. He doesn't think anything of him. But J.D. Vance thinks that somebody's going to get him out of this. He's not going to make it to president. I don't know what's happening to him, but I'm not seeing what's happening to him is a better way of saying that. But he's not going to go in the direction he thinks he's going to go. He thinks he's moving upward, and I see him being like literally like a hook, like one of those variety shows, and they would have like that umbrella hook on the guy and just take him off the stage. That's what I see happening to J.D. Vance. Oh, and one more thing. This gave me the biggest chuckle, period. I don't know if you were following the Netflix buyout of Paramount and Warner Brothers and all that other jazz, and it looked like a shoe-in for Netflix. And I believe that they said Tom Cruise got involved. I don't know, because he loves to save the movies, but he got involved, and Netflix lost. But interestingly enough, when I read that, I'm like, they won. Based on the way this was structured, if the Ellisons outbid or won, they have to pay Netflix. Okay, Netflix is getting paid, but at the same time, they're putting a bid that's not going. It's going to. They're going to get it, but it's going to be the downfall of them, because they've going to quickly learn that they overpaid and going to be forced to sell off pieces to balance the books. So it's a win, but it's a loss, because they created this big issue for themselves in the process. So I don't see them really celebrating. I see Netflix celebrating and getting a check, because they outbid. They had to pay Netflix. I think it's like $2 billion or something crazy, but they're winning. So as always, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I look to see you in the comment section. Take care.